Celebrities, the red carpet, and Oscar. It's the 85th Annual Academy Awards and how a local party is celebrating Hollywood's biggest night. Batter Up, a baseball camp pairs local kids with the pros to help improve their skills. And our top story, a teenager stabbed in Marina, how the victim called for help.
You're watching KSBW Channel 8, Salinas, Monterey, Santa Cruz. This is Action News 8. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening, I'm Brittany Nielsen. We begin tonight with a stabbing in broad daylight in Marina. The victim, a teenager, only 16 or 17 years old. It happened near the Chevron station on Reservation Road. That's where we find Action News reporter Tom Miller, who is live in Marina with tonight's top story. Tom.
Well, Brittany, the victim came to this Chevron and he actually went inside this convenience store behind me where he showed the clerk his stab wound and told him to call 911. The boy, just a teenager, was taken away by ambulance and later flown out to a Bay Area trauma center because, according to paramedics, his lungs may be filling up with blood. The stabbing happened just after 3 this afternoon near a bus station just around the corner from here. The victim told the clerk that he was approached by men with knives who stabbed him 4 times in his midsection before taking off.
Say, hey, give me help, please give me help. So what happened? I said, looky. So I gotta call 911. And the next customer said, okay, you get me outside. You got your jacket because it's a 449. Yeah.
He got stabbed 4 times?
Yeah.
Now, as police were arriving on scene here at the Chevron, dispatchers received a second call saying that there may be another stabbing at the Save Mart about a quarter mile away from here. When they got there, they found a small group of teenagers who described themselves as the victim's friends, as well as a number of other people inside the store who the teenagers said were connected to the stabbing. At this point, we believe at least 2 people were arrested, although that information is coming from witnesses, not police, so we cannot confirm that. Back here on the scene, investigators are still out here, and within the last 15 or so minutes, they opened up the entrance to this Chevron. Before that, it was blocked off. They're also focusing on a building next to this Chevron where on the side of the wall you can see blood. But again, to recap, we know that a teenage boy has been stabbed and he's been flown out because he's in critical condition. Brittany?
Tom, thank you so much. Now, Tom is going to have much more on this story during a special edition of Action News right after the Oscars tonight on Central Coast ABC. Now turning to continuing coverage on that deadly scuba diving accident off of Point Lobos in Carmel Friday. Rescuers now say the divers were missing for hours and were both unconscious by the time help arrived. Investigators believe the divers were a couple from San Jose and say rough ocean conditions may have played a factor in their deaths. We'll have more information tonight on that special edition of Action News 8 at 8:30. On the Crime Watch, a felony hit and run this morning in Salinas sent 2 pedestrians to the hospital. Police say 21-year-old Marco Vasquez Plata struck an 11-year-old girl and her grandmother in a crosswalk at Granada Avenue at 7:30 this morning. He fled the scene, but police found him a few blocks away. The 57-year-old is in critical condition. The 11-year-old has a broken leg. The Seaside mother accused of killing her baby and then hiding the body under her home for 2 years is expected in court this week for arraignment. Police are charging 39-year-old Jennifer Warren with first-degree murder. Investigators tell Action News Warren came to them Friday to complain about her neighbors, but ended up confessing to the crime. The man accused of murdering a 10-month-old Castroville baby is also expected in court Tuesday for arraignment. On Friday, the district attorney's office charged 47-year-old Jesus Jesse Espinosa with murder and felony child endangerment. Espinosa remains behind bars tonight with bail set at over $1 million. In Monterey, the Naval Postgraduate School will be holding training exercises tomorrow, and it's expected to impact traffic in that area. The annual drill is to enhance the training and readiness of naval security forces. Organizers have taken steps to minimize traffic concerns, but say there could still be delays. One Salinas neighborhood spent today cleaning up. The Salinas United Business Association, or SUBA, partnered with Hope Services to collect e-waste in the Alisal neighborhood. Action News reporter Jacqueline Mazer was there. She has more tonight from Salinas.
Makes you feel great, you know?
Just knowing you can help the community by simply dropping off your old electronics.
So we're, you know, helping support the Hope Services here. Brought a couple of DVDs, you know, computers that we had lying around, help them out with the recycling that they got going on today.
Hope Services teamed up with the Salinas United Business Association to help people who have developmental disabilities find work. It's part of the combined effort organizers are calling Waste to Wages.
Everyone's electronic waste we sell per pound. That generates income that we can pay our clients to do work in the community.
Our big e-waste event that we did was last month. That e-waste event created 660 hours, which is 3 months of work for them.
And for the past few months, these organizations have teamed up together throughout Salinas, collecting a bunch of e-waste, filling up boxes like this with up to 1,000 pounds of junk. Hope Services workers disassemble old computer parts and earn a few bucks in the process. We're also told collecting e-waste is the environmentally friendly way to recycle old electronics. In Salinas, Jacqueline Mazer, KSBW, Action News 8.
And if you missed out on today's e-waste collection, you can always drop off donations at the SUBA offices in Salinas from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Young baseball players got the chance to team up with the major leaguers today at Alisal High School. The One Team Baseball Foundation held the camp to give players the chance to visit with kids. At the same time, spring training is going on. Players from the Mariners, the Diamondbacks, and also from Japan were all there to play with kids.
For them to see us older guys or professional ball players or even college guys, you know, to see where we're at and to hear us, I think it's pretty important for them to hear it from them instead of the coach that they see every day.
We're trying to revive baseball here. I think baseball has a solid foundation in Salinas. A lot of youth that needs to be out off of the streets and on the fields, and that's what we're trying to provide for them.
Kids got to learn some major league drills, including the long toss and infield and outfield work. In news around the world, as Pope Benedict prepares to retire, controversy over the cardinals who will choose his successor continues. Action News reporter Ann Thompson has more tonight from Vatican City.
Catholics in the Curious jammed St. Peter's Square today to hear the final blessing of Pope Benedict. The 100,000 people on hand not only got a blessing, but they also heard the Pope give more reason for why he is retiring. He told the crowd that God had called him onto the mountain to live a life of more prayer and meditation, but that he would not be abandoning the church. The 85-year-old pontiff said God had asked him to live this life with the same kind of dedication, but to do so in a way that's more appropriate for his age and strength.
I thank everyone for the many expressions of gratitude, affection and closeness in prayer which I have received in these days.
Now, this very joyous event played out against a background of news scandal. Headlines coming from Britain that 3 priests and a former priest are accusing Scottish Cardinal Keith O'Brien of inappropriate behavior going back some 30 years. Those priests and the former priests want Cardinal O'Brien to resign immediately before he comes here to Rome to vote for the new pope. A papal spokesperson told me that the Pope will be informed about this matter, then the Vatican will issue a statement tomorrow morning. I'm Ann Thompson in Vatican City. Now back to you.
And we are coming back to the 85th Annual Academy Awards that's underway right now in Hollywood. We're taking a look at some of these movies where Lincoln has the most nominations with 12, but a thriller about the rescue of American hostages in Iran is expected to take Oscar's biggest prize. We'll see. Silver Linings Playbook has nominations in all 4 acting categories and Best Supporting Actress, a near lock for Anne Hathaway in Les Mis. We'll see, though. Action News reporter May Chow joins us live from Monterey with more on tonight's Oscar party at the Cannery Row Brewing Company. Hello, May.
Hello, Brittany. If Tinseltown can throw a big party, so can Monterey. You mentioned it. We're here at Cannery Row Brewing Company for tonight's Oscar viewing party. It's well underway. Several statues already handed out. Now, earlier tonight, people came and got situated. They were able to catch the awards on multiple big screens, eat, and hear the acceptance speeches and with their friends and meet new friends. And some of the folks we spoke with say it's a chance to dress to the nines and get a chance to get a taste of Hollywood here on the Central Coast. Let's hear what they said.
So I feel fabulous.
So it's a perfect night, right? It's Tinseltown's big night.
And, you know, I get swamped when I'm in Hollywood, so I thought I'd just do a little low-key tonight. You know, mingle with the locals and all of that. No, really, it was an excuse to wear my feather boa. I normally stay home, and I went, oh, but I want to wear my boa.
I have this film club, and we just try to do something about once a month or so, and we were going to do an Oscar thing. Saw that they were doing it here, so thought we'd join in there. Everybody needs a good excuse to dress up every once in a while, so walk the red carpet.
KSBW and the Monterey County Film Commission teamed up to put together tonight's event, and it looks like we're in for a great party. Aaron Clark is here emceeing the event, so if you get a chance, stop on by. Back here live at Cannery Row Brewing Company. This is also an interactive party. We're throwing an online party, so if you can't join us here, if you can't be in Hollywood, you can go online. This is our live wire. Sign up. You can talk about some of the awards that have already been handed out, who should take home the best picture, best director, and who wore the dresses and the tuxedos the best and the worst. So a great party here. Back to you, Brittany.
And it sure looks like it, May. Thank you. Now I want to go put on my boa and get out there too. Come visit you and Aaron. Thank you, May. Appreciate it. Now, as May said, if you are enjoying the show from home and want in on all the Oscar fun, you can join our Central Coast online Oscars watching party. There you can join people from all over the Central Coast and really everywhere who are talking about the awards and all that fashion and the fun. It's all happening right now at KSBW.com. Still to come on Action News 8, canceled flights and blizzard conditions. Winter weather barrels down on the Midwest once again. Plus, after a horrific crash injured more than 30 spectators at the Daytona Series race yesterday, how fans are doing tonight.